Greetings, this is the latest from Mckoy's News Center. St. James Police are actively searching for the individuals responsible for the murder of a fellow officer. The St. James Police are determined to continue their relentless pursuit of justice until they apprehend the culprits responsible for the tragic killing of their former colleague, retired Constable Patrick Hay, along with 3 other individuals. Patrick Hay, who had retired in January after dedicating over 3 decades to the Jamaica Constabulary Force, tragically lost his life on Wednesday night. He was struck by a stray bullet in Tucker, St. James, during the afternoon. The incident also claimed the lives of 2 other men, Glenroy Morgan, known as Crow, a 27-year-old laborer from the Tucker district, and Neville Dixon, a 73-year-old retiree from Rosemount Gardens. According to reports, Morgan and Dixon were aboard a truck along the roadway when a Toyota Voxy motor car approached, and its occupants opened fire, instantly killing them. Regrettably, one of the bullets struck Hay, who was nearby, before the assailants hastily fled the scene. Acting Commanding Officer for St. James, Aaron Samuels, expressed deep sorrow that Hay, a jovial individual well regarded by his fellow officers, did not have the opportunity to enjoy his retirement. Hay was 60 years old at the time of his untimely demise. Samuels stated, "He was a very jovial person, and many police officers have spoken highly of him. He will truly be missed. We are profoundly saddened by this tragic event. We appeal to anyone with information to come forward and cooperate with the police so that we can bring the perpetrators of this heinous crime to justice." A curfew is currently in effect in the area, and Samuels emphasized that the police will intensify their operational efforts to locate the criminals. "We are urging anyone with knowledge of the incident to come forward," Samuels reiterated. Additionally, the police are actively investigating the murder of 25-year-old Orlando O'Neill Mannings, a technician residing in Norwood Gardens Boulevard, Montego Bay. Manning's lifeless body was discovered in a wooded area along the Queens Drive Main Road in Flanker, St. James, on Tuesday morning, with gunshot wounds to the head. Authorities believe that Mannings was killed sometime between 6:30 p.m. on Monday and 7:30 a.m. on Tuesday, and the investigation into his death is ongoing. The ZOSO Amendment Bill has been approved by the House of Representatives. On Tuesday, September 26, the House of Representatives passed the Amendment Bill for the law reform. The primary objective of this legislation is to facilitate social transformation and community development initiatives crucial for maintaining public order and upholding the rule of law. To achieve this goal, a joint select committee was convened in December 2020 to examine and provide recommendations on the act. This collaborative effort led to a comprehensive review of the legislation, informed by various stakeholders, with the final report presented to Parliament in January 2022. Dr. Horace Chang, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of National Security, who introduced the bill, emphasized that the Joint Select Committee's work resulted in a more robust and relevant bill, better suited to address the current social, cultural, and economic dynamics of vulnerable and volatile communities. Currently, 7 areas, including Mount Salem, Denham Town, August Town, Greenwich Town, Norwood, Parade Gardens, and parts of Savannah Lamar, are designated as zones of special operations. Dr. Chan noted that all 7 zones are making progress along the clear hold build path, with varying stages of development. The transformation of these communities under the ZOSO initiative has had a positive impact on residents and has restored hope. The legislation's reach extends to several challenging and volatile communities, aiming to bring government initiatives and support to these areas. Dr. Cham highlighted that 3 of the 7 zones are in the build phase, while the remaining 4 are in the hold phase. Plans are underway to expand the build phase into additional areas, pending budget allocation from the Jamaica Social Investment Fund. The selection of new ZOSOs will be based on data from economic and social surveys conducted by the Planning Institute of Jamaica and crime statistics from the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Dr. Chang acknowledged the eagerness of many members of Parliament for the expansion of the ZOSO program into their constituencies. Regarding the proposed amendments, the bill suggests extending the initial timeline for declaring a zone to be in force from a maximum of 60 days to 180 days. This change allows for more time to achieve social intervention goals and establish a sustainable environment for maintaining law and order. The bill also revises the criteria for declaring a zone, differentiating between rampant criminality or gang warfare, high or escalating violence rates, and threats to the rule of law and public order. In Clause 2, the bill renames the Social Intervention Committee as the Social Transformation Committee, aligning with the committee's objectives more effectively. Additionally, the membership of the committee is set to expand to include a representative from the Child Protection and Family Services Agency and a joint force member trained in matters related to gender-based violence. The legislation introduces an offense for violating a curfew without reasonable excuse, with a proposed fine not exceeding $1 million in the parish court, and a potential term of imprisonment for up to 6 months in cases of non-payment. Subscribe to Mckoy's News for breaking news and updates.